Good day. My name is Brett Leduc and I'm the author of the book Pensions for Palookas. You can buy my book at www.pensionsforpalookas.online or you can buy it from Amazon, Smashwords, or Takealot. Today I will look at chapter 4 of my book, What Should I Contribute to My Pension Fund or Provident Fund? And that is a question that a lot of people have. My simple answer would be as much as possible. So you've got to look at what are your basic needs that you need to pay for on a monthly basis, and whatever is left, put a large portion of that into your pension fund. Because over time, that money will grow and grow. So I think most people want financial freedom after retirement. So they want to have at least enough money to pay for their basic needs and maybe a little bit of extra to go on that holiday or to buy a new car 5 years or 10 years after retirement. So it's very important for you to know what is your when, your what, and your where. Your when is, when do I retire? Some people might want to retire at 55, so they need to have enough money saved up at the age of 55 to last them till from that date of retirement till the day that they die. Others might only retire at 65 years of age, which would mean you should have a longer period to accumulate enough funds for retirement. The second question is, what do I want to do? What to do after retirement? Do you think that you're going to still work in some capacity at your current employer after retirement? Which means you don't immediately need access to your funds after retirement because you will still be earning a salary. Are you going to open your own business, which might mean that you need to take some of your retirement money as capital to put into your new business venture? Or are you just going to stay at home, enjoy time with your family and friends, and not work another day in your life? The other question is also where to retire. Where will you live after retirement? Are you going to live in the current house that you are in? Will that house be paid off by the time you retire? Or do you want to purchase a new retirement home after retirement, and do you need to put some money away for that as well? So looking at all of these things, another important factor to take into account is tax and the influence on tax, or I should say, the benefit of the tax incentives that you get for putting money into your pension or retirement fund. So if I look at the tax scales for 2023, if you're earning up to 226,000 rands a year, your taxable income will be only 18%. But if you earn between 817,000 and 1.7 million, you'll pay 239,000 rand plus 41% of your income will be taxable over the amount of 817,000 rand. But if you're in the top tax bracket, you'll pay about 614,000 rand plus 45% of everything over about 1.7 million rand. So as you can see, this is a progressive tax scale. So the more money you earn, the higher the tax rate that you will be paying tax at. So to give you an example of how does the tax incentives benefit me? As I said in previous videos, you can contribute up to 27.5% of your taxable income to your fund that will then be tax deductible up to a maximum of 350,000 rand per annum. So that is the tax deduction you can get for contributions that you made, or put differently, that is the money that SARS is actually putting into your retirement savings through this tax incentive. So to demonstrate the benefit, the tax benefit of the tax incentives, I've taken a scenario of X, Y, and Z. They're all earning 50,000 rands a month. In the case of X says I'm not going to contribute to save anything towards retirement, so my monthly fund contribution is 0. Z on the other side says I'll take the maximum of 27.5% that I will contribute, so that will be 13,750. And Y says I'll do it somewhere between 0 and that. Let's say I will contribute 7,500 rands per month to my fund. So the taxable income in the case of X will be 50,000 rand because there's no deduction for contributions to a pension fund or provident fund. In the case of Y, it would only be 42,000, and in the case of Z, it would only be 36,000 rand. So the tax payable will be range from 12,000 rand, 10,000 rand to as low as 8,000 rand. The after-tax income you will see of X is about 10,000 rand more than that of Z, and right about 5,000 rand more than Y. But if you look at the cash flow difference on a monthly basis, it's about 4,000, as I said, 4,800 rand and 9,000 rand. But if we look at the annual retirement savings, after year 1, the annual contribution will be 0 in the case of X, 90,000 rand in the case of Y, and 165,000 rand in the case of Z. So if we take those contributions over a 10-year period, and it says at the same contribution per annum, and we add about 5% investment growth per year, that would mean that after a 10-year period, X will have no money saved for retirement, whereas Y will have about just under 1.2 million rand, and Z will have about 2.2 million rand available for retirement. To just recap, how much money should I put away for retirement? I would say as much as possible, but taking into account the tax incentives that you can have and how that can benefit you and make your money grow further. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.